Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
So I stumbled upon this book on human design. It basically helps you carve out your strengths, weaknesses, and all of that stuff. And one of the lines from the book really stuck with me. So here I am sharing it with you. It talks about a specific type of people. It's called manifesting generators. That's the type that I am. And there was one line which said, Mangens, that is manifesting generators, it's the short form of that. Mangens are here to do the love they work. It's the best way for them to contribute to the society. And mansions are also like the highest percentage of people in this world. So it makes me think how so many of us who are not doing work that we love are actually not contributing to the society in the best way that we possibly could. So it got me thinking, do I want to be a great employee? Do I want to be a great student? Or do I want to be a great contributor to the society doing what I love? Because that's how I can serve at my best and give results that can help people at large. So, if I'm an employee, and of course, if I'm an efficient employee, maybe I am able to help the company make some extra money. If I'm a good student, I'm able to generate some marks and help the college. And I know I am taking a very low view of all of this, but it's just my experience. Like, if the job that you're doing does not align with you or isn't something you love or doesn't add meaning to your life, like if the mission of the company is something you don't align to or find meaning in, then it might not be your best work. And you might think that it is serving you, but it's serving the company more than it serves you. Even if you weren't there, even if you left the job, there would be another person ready to take your place. And you are not making any unique, great contribution to the society by being there, is just my take on it. No offense, but that's how I feel. And yeah, when it comes to the whole student thing as well, getting grades, because these are the two of the most, I say, integral parts of everyone's life, and they end up devoting a lot of their prime years when they are full of energy and light, putting into something that is not contributing either to the society or to them on a personal level. So that's what I'm aiming at fixing over here. So yeah. Anyway, so when it comes to the student life itself, you might think, okay, studying and bringing these great scores and all of this is going to land me into a good placement. And yeah, it can. But who is the bigger winner in the case? Honestly, tell me who's benefiting more out of your admission and your hard work. It's probably the college and the amount of money they are earning out of you than you getting the kind of ROI you once wished for. And that also after a lot of hard work and a lot of resources, time, money from your end. जो तुम शायद खुद पे डालते तो your personal fulfillment and contribution to the society, and then the money that you make from that would have been 10 times better or unimaginable in terms of impact and the kind of abundance that you are generating in your life. So, anyway, I just felt like we have been taught so hard in terms of safety and security that people forgot about thinking of what they could give to the other person. And it is selfish to think of, okay, I need to earn money out of this thing, and that's the only criteria. And I know it's not every single place, that's not the same thing, but most places, 90%, I think that's what is going on. And if really people were that dedicated in terms of service and putting their customer first, putting their employees first or putting their students first, you would see a difference. You wouldn't feel the kind of resistance that you see in the education system and in the job market that you do right now. But at the end, even after you've given all your years and all your money and all your time to these two institutions, you're still struggling at the end. You're struggling to think, what should I do with this degree? No one's employable. Like, this has not given me employable skills. So now I need to start over again. And when it comes to jobs itself, first of all, it's very difficult to find a job that will pay you well and also aligns with your growth and has a good team in place. And even if you get that, after whatever time and stress that you go through, it will probably be something you had to settle down with for money, not something you were deserving of in the first place. So I feel like the society itself has become, what am I getting out of it and how am I being benefited when it comes to institutions, and not about how can I put the person in front of me first. Like, if someone's paying me, I need to make sure that they have the best experience of their life. They never have to feel stressed and overworked. And just tell me, how many of you have felt both stressed and overworked because of your college studying and or your job? So yeah, and I know job pay, you are expected to serve, but at the end you are serving someone, right? You are helping them make more money. You are helping them in some or the other way. So there has to be something more for you in return, where you don't feel stressed and overworked, where you feel satisfied and at peace. And how many places are making you feel that way? Maybe it's not their responsibility to think about these things, but at least it's your responsibility to think about your well-being and carve a different path, maybe. So yeah, anyway, it made me realize how much of downplaying is going on. Like, I already knew about it, but reading about that whole archetype, just क्या बोलते हैं वो, तुम्हारे बिलीव्स और स्ट्रांग हो जाते हैं ना किसी चीज को लेके, वही हुआ. Because I knew कि automatically when you're doing something you love, you are obviously going to make a larger impact and way bigger contribution to the society than you would for few institutions here and there who are profiting off of you more than you are from them. So yeah, and if there was an equal relationship where both the parties could win together, we would have a completely different scenario. So I just feel like, why is everyone being so selfish about these things? We need to think about the other person as well. What are they gaining out of the time and the energy they are putting into this relationship, or the money that they've put, or the effort that's going into all of it? वो बारे में कोई नहीं सोच रहा है. They are just thinking of, okay, if not this employee, next. It doesn't matter. If not this student, there are enough. So I know I can't change the system, and that's not. I would rather create a different one and attract more people there and put them first and make them understand of their value, because a lot of people are undervaluing themselves through and through. So anyway, I just feel like if and only if we were more considerate of other people, of their time and effort and money, and nurture them to find what they love, or help them in honing their talents, helping them understand who they are, helping them assist in places where they feel stuck, helping them with opportunities and projects where they truly thrive, then there would be so much more that could change in the world. Like, if all of us would work from a place of love and from a place of where our talents and strengths lie, we could make a bigger change as opposed to everyone trying to help companies and colleges make more money than they already are, and you are gaining close to nothing out of it. And at the end, it's your health getting compromised, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. तो आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स है, कोई सोच भी नहीं रहा है एक चीज जो उनको लेके जा सकती है, जो उनको सेपरेट कर सकती है क्राउड से, विच कैन create value in their lives so that they become irreplaceable and no one can take any benefit from them. But if everyone starts thinking in that way and creates their own businesses and their own projects, which I'm glad is happening with the creator economy, the systems that have been created for so long to keep us in fear and stress will be demolished. So I don't know when that day will come or if it will, but I know that people are done making compromises for little things in their life. And it only if we were equally concerned about सामने वाले को क्या मिल रहा है इस exchange से, then things would have been so vastly different. And you owe it to them. If I'm an institution, if I'm an employer, I owe it to my colleagues, owe it to my students to give them the best experience because they have decided to choose me, to give me time, energy, efforts, money into something, and they've given me their years of their life, which will never come back. The energy that you have as a 15, 20-year-old is not the same energy that you'll have at 40s or 50s, probably when you're taking off in your career. But you could take off in your mid 20s itself if you didn't have to waste so much of time feeling lost and not finding an opportunity that you deserve because everyone's doing the same thing, competing with each other. Whereas everyone was meant to do different things that are unique to them. So, yeah, anyway, I don't wish to turn this into a kind of rant. I know a lot of people are already aware of this. The main struggle is to find something that you're good at that pays money as well. वो intersection figure out करना ही सबसे difficult part हो जाता है. But I still believe no one really takes action in that area. Like if it was that big of a problem in your life and if you were serious about it, if you could see that you are living below your potential, you would do something about it. Even I face the problems that you face, but I make sure that I am doing something about it. I need to meditate, exercise every single day. I need to grow spiritually every single day. And at the same time, I need to do something in the material world, take some kind of actions that will help me live the life that I want. Every time I get an idea that I feel inspired by, every time I feel like I want to create something that can add meaning, every time I feel like expressing myself and just write, read, dance for just because it feels like play to me. That is my क्या बोलते हैं impression on the universe that I am taking action for what means the most to me. I am going to create space for what means the most to me on both spiritual and material plane. So I know how difficult it feels. And I know it seems like there is no way out and you want to conform all the time. I have felt that way as well. But one thing that I won't accept is that I was supposed to live like that forever. I will keep making small but worthwhile changes for a better life. So, yeah, and all I can expect is for you to do the same. Start a project, start your meditations, or start reading scriptures, or start joining book clubs or people or communities who think like you, and maybe something sparks within you and you start your own thing. I don't know what, how, kaise, but I just know if you have that feeling and if you truly want to get started in the right direction, you will, like, resources wala part aa jayega tumhare paas. There is like this sudden urge that shows up in your life and you keep walking on it, but it won't happen if you are complacent with your life. So, anyway, and I'll always be here giving you reasons for why you deserve better and why you should change. So, yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.
Free audio post production by alphonic.com.